Okay, welcome back, guys. I can't say this every video, but apologies for the break between uploads. I live a very busy life, as most people know, and fishing and filming is takes a hit sometimes. But there you go. Apologies for the wind noise as well. I've forgotten my microphone, so I'm filming straight to the built-in mic today. So we'll see how that goes. Right, a bit of a different one today. So we are at a place in Colchester called Houchins, or Fishable at Houchins, Fishable Houchins, I don't know. It's a bit of a movement in the right direction, if you ask me, for predator fishing in the UK. So the guy who runs this, Tony, he has managed to gain permission to stock Zander. And basically he's offering a safe haven and a home for all these Zander that are being electrofished and removed from all the canals. So in my opinion, it's a great step in the right direction. These fish previously have been cold, killed and needlessly, if you ask me. It's great that they've finally been given a home rather than just being unnecessarily slaughtered, if you ask me. And I know it's a bit of a strong statement, but there you go. So I think he only opened it for fishing for the Zander yesterday. He's also got carp and catfish and things in here as well. So if you're into that as well, that's available. So yeah, I'm going to be meeting up with the one and only Mr. Tom Hunt today. We're going to have a little go, just see if we can catch a couple. It is still very fresh. There's not loads of them in here, but I wanted to support Tony and support the idea of what he's got going on here. And in the future, it could be a real good thing. And the best part, it's not that far from my house. You know, I'm in Southend, this is Colchester, it's less than an hour away from me, so realistically it's the closest accessible Zander fishing I've got, which is brilliant. So yeah, we'll take you through the day. I'll slap a GoPro on. It is meant to be miserable today, raining pretty much all day, windy, but that's that time of year. It is what it is. So I'll get what footage I can and hopefully catch some fish. Okay, let's have a go. Trying to keep it as simple as possible today. Just got a rod, one net, one bag, a little handful of lures. I've got other rods in the car if I need them, but parking's right close to the lake. They're not big, so I can walk around and come back. So yeah, better lock the car. Yeah, so basically I'm going to wander first. You can see that old favourite on there, Kitech Swing Impact Fat in black. I'm just going to try and cover some water to start with, just wander, cast, see if I can find them, and then if that doesn't work I'll come back and have a little rethink. But I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. I tend to overcomplicate things quite frequently. There is an outside chance of a catfish on a lure today. I've got to be honest, it's not something I'm trying to do, and I'm going to do my best to avoid it. This time of year they should be getting towards being pretty docile. I'm starting to chill out a little bit. Yeah, see if we can avoid that if at all possible. So I'm just going to fan cast around basically and just A, see if I can find any features, and B, bump into some fish. I think I've got a 5 gram jig head on, which honestly I don't need. It's only the wind that's making me want to put that size on. I could go down to, you know, like a 2 or something if I need to. But at the moment I'm going to start with 5 and fish it, you know, not quick but positively at least. No, you're not super slow rolling, as I would call it, just steady retrieving it. I can slow things down later if I feel like I need to, but at the moment I'm just going to cover ground. I'm just going to move around, not spend too long in the swim. 4 or 5, 6 casts, move, 4 or 5, 6 casts, move, and hope to bump into them. Oh, just had a bite. Just had a bite. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Didn't feel big, felt quite small actually. But there is quite a few small little Zander in here, so. And to be honest, I'm not worried about size. I just want to catch fish, and like I said, it's a very new enterprise. So this is all the start of things here. So I bite in the first swim. Can't moan at that at all. Like I said, I'm just trying to cover water, so I'm just fanning. If you think of the swim like a clock face, and straight ahead of you is 12 o'clock, I sort of start at 2, have a couple of casts at 2, couple of casts at 1, 12, 11, 10, work my way around the clock face, and then perhaps go back or start again back here and do that maybe 2 or 3 times, and then move swims, and just keep covering water. Maybe a bite then, just felt like something grabbed hold of it. Maybe that, I was bouncing over something, gravel maybe. Let's check the old lure. It's the nice thing about Zander is generally you can see if you've had a bite, especially with a new lure. No teeth marks. Obviously the same as everywhere else at the moment, the levels are down due to the hot summer we've had and no rain early in the year. We're getting it now. Quite a bit of rain over the last week and a bit, 2 weeks here in the southeast, which is good. It's good. We like it. We like rain, especially when we've had none. But you can see, looking across the swims on the far bank, that they're good, maybe 4 foot, 5 foot down on the top of the swim, so there's a fair volume of water to come back up still. I'm definitely going to go arse over tit in one of these swims today.
Get this, drifted into like shallow water, fishing at
yeah.
Never been there before. It's quite small, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
it's a bit of a ball breaker, isn't it, from what I hear?
yeah, it is. Yeah. Go on then.
Perch.
Oh. Didn't know they had perch.
No, neither did I. Yep. Little perch. Well, maybe that was what the bite was getting out of. There you go.
Down the inside.
Yeah, right and close, yeah. Well, the breaks are blank, not exactly what we're here for.
Oh, that's one.
Well done.
Oh, that's a catfish.
Uh-oh. Is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, you're moving it too quick. You wouldn't be moving a catfish.
That nearly tore off like a catfish. Oh no. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I might be foul at that. Yeah, it's foul at it's not around it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure you know.
Squarely hooked, or?
I'm not sure. It sort of felt like a bite, and then I struck it, and then it went funny.
I thought you was moving it a bit too much for it to be a
It
catfish.
was just swimming towards me.
Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Yes, catfish, 100%.
It feels funny.
Yeah, I can see by it.
Oh,
Because it's
tail.
Yeah, yeah, it's the tail rubbing up the line. Let's get the other camera out. There you go. Well, I did say earlier that there's some catfish in here. And I mean, unless they put in a 35 pound Zander and not told anyone, I think we can be pretty convinced this is a cat.
Yeah, it's snaking around.
You can see every now and again which tail rolls up the line and you get like a slack.
I hope it stays on, or at least we see it. Yeah, mate, I'm getting a lot of slack when it's in your head and it comes towards you.
We've done a lot of walking around and not a lot's happened, so this is at least entertaining.
It's a cat.
It is a cat, you see it?
It's only a little one, it's about £8 maybe?
I swear that's probably the best size it could be.
Right.
If it was a £20, you might have trouble. Do you want me to net it?
It might not even be that big.
Is it squarely hooked?
Yeah, I think so, in the gob, yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah, very squarely hooked. Right on the top lip. Catfish in November.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's not exactly the Zander we was after, is it?
Mate, that was great fun though. I don't know what it is, maybe £6 or £8?
Yeah, £6-8 I reckon. Yeah, I think that's pretty a fair guess.
Hooked squarely in the top lip.
Yeah. Catfish on lures in November.
Awesome.
Maybe we've invented something. Weird looking things, aren't they?
Mate, they're just such...
A little pointless dorsal fin, look at it.
Yeah, I know, but it looks like they've been painted.
Yeah, mottled, don't they?
Yeah, the mottled effect. Absolutely. Look at that. Looks like it's been... That was hilarious. If there's little perch, there's probably got to be odd bigger ones.
Yeah. It's got to be pounders, isn't there? 2 pounders.
Oh, see that?
No.
Oh, dude, that was that did feel like a roundabout. Yeah, we've had so many bites now, but that felt like a donk. Like you know, with the braid jump.
Yeah. There's a group of somethings out in front of us here because every time I cast, I can feel them.
Yeah.
I think it's cats. Uh oh.
Yes. Oh, I haven't got one. Give me your fucking. Where's yours?
Hold on.
You concentrate. Just tell me where it is, and you
in
concentrate
this
on the
pocket,
rock.
I think.
This one. Mate, it's the weirdest.
I don't think it's a cat.
Huh?
Is it?
Yeah, it's got to be 100%.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How that's bobbing about.
No.
Mate, it's all wet. What we got, Charlie Bear?
I think it's a catfish. Oh, it's about the same size. It's eating it as well, look.
Yeah, right in the gob.
No. No.
Turn its head.
I've only got £8 fluoro on.
I know, yeah.
There we go.
This is great fun.
Oh.
Absolutely chomped it.
And they want it.
What a great big tadpole.
Well, it's not exactly what we was expecting in November, Zander fishing, but I'll take it. Especially the Zander have been pretty absent.
That one's what? £10 maybe?
£8 maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Excellent fun.
Yeah, great fun. Get it back.
What do you think of that, Charlie?
I pulled my string, mate.
Yeah, it's good fun actually.
Yeah. I think there's a few of them as well. I think they sort of hit a pocket of them. Weird looking creatures.
They're wicked. Loving it. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's not moving.
£120. It is moving. Uh-oh. 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 I think it's where can it go? Look, you can see we've moved it, look. See the disturbance in the water. Am I going to be gloving this one?
You've got a glove.
I haven't, but I'll put, if it's over £30, I'll put my hand in its mouth.
spot again. I was just like what, to be honest, I was thinking. Then it was getting that swim.
How much braid you got on?
Oh yeah, I've got a full spool.
Oh good. Well, this is when you wonder how good your knots are. I think Tom's got a proper cat on this time.
Well, when I hit it, it didn't move for about the first 10 seconds.
Tom was pretty convinced he was connected to the bottom for a little while, and then the bottom started swimming away from him. But I'm not sure. We might be able to bundle it into your net, but I am willing to grapple with a big one. I will glove it barehanded. It knows it's hooked at least. Yeah. I think if you've hooked a real big one, like it wouldn't even know it was hooked. I don't think you'd even get it moving. This one's obviously moving.
He's plodding about.
Yeah.
Can't do much with it.
Shall we have a time check?
Yeah.
What are we on? 10:58. See what it is when you land it. You've had it on for a few minutes as well. But you're gaining 1 yard and losing 5.
I'm only gaining when it swims towards me.
Yeah, when it decides it wants to come to this side of the lake, you can get the line back.
This is the new Western rod.
I mean, if you're going to test the rod,
It's a real catfish tool.
yeah, yeah, that is what they're built for, isn't it? The West rods for catching catfish.
Well, I've got about £15 braid, and I've got about £15 mono on, fluoro on,
Yeah,
which is might give me half a chance.
yeah. Well, I mean, never say never, but you are moving it. And, well,
It's moving.
yeah, it's moving you. Right, I think I'm going to
Yeah.
cut and come back.
PVC.
Yeah.
Right, I think we've got it in.
Shuffle it. Hey.
On the rod.
Yeah. That's what they're made for, isn't it? Dragging catfish around.
Well, that's got to be a mid-double at least.
Yeah, I'd say 15, 18, maybe bigger, mate. Maybe knocking on the door of 20. PB.
Sure.
Come on, let's get it back and let's move out of this swim and leave him alone. Let's try and actually catch a Zander now, Tom.
Mate, we are. I'm trying my best.
Don't fall in. How graceful of you. Okay, so we're having a little bit of a rest and a break today. I've put on a dry hoodie and a little bit of a change of clothes, and I'm going to quickly run through a few important points about what we're doing today and why we're here. I've sort of half mentioned it a few times, but so this is quite an important landmark in predator fishing in the UK, especially for those of you that like fishing for Zander. Up to now, they've been sort of pretty vilified, is a good way to put it. They've been culled and slaughtered and netted and electrofished and everything you can think of from pretty much everywhere they've lived. Now, Tony, who runs the fishing over here, he's worked hard. He said, we spoke to him briefly earlier, it's taken him 2 years to get the paperwork in place to make this legit and to get these fishing here totally legally and hopefully build something a bit more for the future. So it's quite important to note that, and because it's so important, I feel like this is a bit. I wouldn't usually do this, but I'm going to do this today. I'm going to run you through the rules for fishing here because I think it's quite important that if we want this to continue, we want Tony to continue backing this and get behind it, and perhaps other fishery owners doing similar. I'm just going to run you through the rules for the Zander fishing. There's other rules for the catfish and other rules for the carp. So Tony's put in place no wire trace. There's no pike in here. You haven't got to have wire. Between myself and Tom, we've used sort of 8 to 12 pound fluoro most of the day with no problem. No double hook rigs. They do allow bait fishing as well, so you can fish dead baits and things like that. But single hooks only, no trebles. Zander fishing is strictly between October 1st and March 31st. Now, that isn't really for the sake of the Zander. We all know they can cope quite well throughout the summer, unless you get stupid hot summers like we've had this year, and then nobody wants to fish for them anyway. But it's more the fact, I think the catfish start waking up a bit more, the carp start waking up a bit more, there'll be more anglers here, and it just makes sense for Tony for this to run it as a viable fishery, because they are quite small, and he doesn't want people treading on each other's toes, to keep the zander fishing to the winter and the carp and catfish to the summer. For the most part, you will still get catfish and carp anglers in the winter, but not so much, and I think that's totally fair. Plus it gives those zander a good portion of the year to get bloody good rest and be left alone, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, so that's it. And as you can, so just for those handful of rules, you can see there's not a lot you have to do to keep within the rules. They're very simple, easy to abide by. I'm going to sneeze. Ugh. What was going to sneeze? Easy to abide by. We should all do that. If you're going to come fishing here, please stick to those rules. It's very important we all do that. If you want to come fishing here, you have to book on. You have to call Tony up. You haven't got to book it up weeks in advance. Day before, 2 days before is more than sufficient. I'll leave a link in the description to the website, which has Tony's phone number and email, etc., and things like that. And you can have a little look on the website, see some photos of the carp and the cats and in the zander in months to come, I would think. So yeah, like I said, we've dried off, we've had a bit of a change. We're going to have another go now, and hopefully they've woken up a bit more as this afternoon has gone on, and we can nick a few before it's time to go. Now I've got another 4 layers on, I'm much less mobile. They left, didn't they? They saw the car drive off. Yeah. They was with matey, with
Oh, were they?
yeah.
Go on, Zander.
That feels like a zander, yeah.
Oh, come on, Char. Hang on, let me get the phone out. Where is it?
So I've got the GoPro running, it's alright. It's not big, whatever it is. It's perch. Oh well. Right at distance, like right on the edge of the end of the cast.
Is that right in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
First couple of turns on the handle.
Proper bite.
Proper bite, yeah, felt it, yeah. Come on, open your mouth.
There's got to be a few perch in here.
Yeah.
£1.5.
There you go. Went to a slightly bigger bait and got a fish. Woohoo! Not a zander though. Yeah, missed it again. Got it. Burger. Oh, they wanted that one, look at
It was this morning.
that.
Just gobbed it as well.
Well in there.
Yeah, I've gone down to a little 2 inch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes! 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 Brilliant. Gonna get the camera out, or phone out. And there we go, he's got one.
Oh, yes.
It took us a while, mate, hasn't it? But
Yeah.
that little tiny toothpick said it's quite important, I think.
Hey, loved it.
Yeah.
Houchins Grand Slam,
Yeah.
perch, zander, and catfish.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Well done, mate.
They're coming in argular.
Are they?
Must be sat on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, when they get dirty, introduced to somehow,
Yeah. Well, this wind is howling, so I don't think we could. The camera's probably not picking up any of this, but there you go. Well done, mate. Yes! Got us, Ed. Woohoo! It is only a little one, but that is my slam as well, and there's some. Brilliant. Look at the spots on its fins. Look at the spots on those fins.
Well done, mate.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Wow.
Brilliant.
Nicely done.
Woo!
Mate, that's a bit of fun. I just had a little perch there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right. Away you go. Get bigger.
Excellent.
Yes! Yeah. Yeah. Better one, I think. Yeah. It's a proper one. Come here. Woohoo! There we go. That's what we came for. Essex Zander. I've never had an Essex Zander before today. This is what they're doing here at Houchins. They're taking these guys who haven't got a home, who have been removed from their homes, and giving them somewhere to live. And people like myself and someone like catching them, it's a lovely thing to do. And also for the fish, it means they haven't got to be killed. So we're going to support Tony as much as we possibly can, and hopefully there'll be other lake owners who see the merit in it and follow suit. I'm sure it wasn't easy for Tony, and I think he needs all the plaudits possible. But you know, people like myself and Tom, there's plenty of us out here who like fishing for these guys, and any lake owners that want to get behind it, we'll back you. So get this one back. We're going to jump over to the other lake now because I think they're switched on. There's some slightly bigger ones over there. Have a go for one of those, get those bigger ones before we have to shoot off. Yep. Better, Zed. Come here. Yay! Right under that bush. My cable's in the way of the picture. Right under the bush where it's meant to be. Lovely stuff. And barbless hooks, so it's unhooked. Well, there you go. Lovely little Zander. Probably a couple of pounds, 2.5 pounds maybe. Maybe bigger. Sort of finish off our day. It's not even late, it's only what, 1:30. It's all sort of switched on, but we've got other things to do, places to be, people to see. So we're going to call it a day here there, and definitely a revisit on the cards, I think. Maybe with less rain and less wind. But really enjoyed ourselves. Perch, catfish, Zander, and all within 50 odd minutes of my house, which is lovely. So get this one back, get on the road, see you next time.